20 Malted Grains, Moonshine Life Group, by J.B. Wagonmaker. Here is a list of 20 malted grains that you can use in moonshine, along with their characteristics and flavor profiles. 1. Malted barley. A common grain for whiskey and scotch, with a sweet, nutty, and roasted flavor. You can use 2-row, 6-row, or distillers malt varieties. 2. Malted wheat. A lighter and softer grain that gives a smooth and creamy texture and a subtle bread-like aroma and taste. 3. Malted rye. A spicy and peppery grain that adds complexity and character to the moonshine. It has a strong and earthy flavor that balances well with other grains. 4. Malted oats. A rare and unconventional grain that provides a rich and silky mouthfeel and a pleasant oatmeal-like flavor. It has a high protein content that enhances the body and head retention of the spirit. 5. Malted corn. A traditional grain for moonshine, with a mild and sweet flavor and a high starch content that yields a high alcohol content. 6. Malted rice. A neutral and clean grain that produces a smooth and clear moonshine. It has a low protein content that reduces the risk of foaming and scorching. 7. Malted millet. A gluten-free grain that has a light and crisp flavor and a smooth texture. It is easy to mash and ferment, and can be used as a base or an adjunct grain. 8. Malted sorghum. A gluten-free grain that has a malty and biscuity flavor and a reddish color. It is often used in gluten-free beers and can add body and flavor to moonshine. 9. Malted buckwheat. A gluten-free grain that has a nutty and earthy flavor and a dark color. It is rich in nutrients and antioxidants, and can add complexity and depth to moonshine. 10. Malted quinoa. A gluten-free grain that has a mild and slightly nutty flavor and a light color. It is high in protein and amino acids, and can add body and smoothness to moonshine. 11. Malted spelt. An ancient grain that has a sweet and nutty flavor and a golden color. It is similar to wheat, but has a higher protein and fiber content, and can add body and mouthfeel to moonshine. 12. Malted kamut. An ancient grain that has a rich and buttery flavor and a golden color. It is similar to wheat, but has a larger kernel and a higher protein and lipid content, and can add body and creaminess to moonshine. 13. Malted emmer. An ancient grain that has a malty and bready flavor and a light color. It is similar to wheat, but has a lower gluten content and a higher mineral content, and can add flavor and character to moonshine. 14. Malted einkorn. An ancient grain that has a fruity and floral flavor and a light color. It is the oldest known type of wheat, but has a lower gluten content and a higher protein and antioxidant content, and can add flavor and aroma to moonshine. 15. Malted triticale. A hybrid grain that is a cross between wheat and rye, with a balanced flavor and a light color. It combines the best qualities of both grains, and can add body and complexity to moonshine. 16. Malted amaranth. A pseudo-grain that is actually a seed, with a mild and slightly sweet flavor and a light color. It is gluten-free and high in protein and lysine, and can add body and smoothness to moonshine. 17. Malted teff. A pseudo-grain that is actually a seed, with a nutty and molasses-like flavor and a dark color. It is gluten-free and high in iron and calcium, and can add flavor and color to moonshine. 18. Malted chia. A pseudo-grain that is actually a seed, with a neutral and slightly nutty flavor and a light color. It is gluten-free and high in omega-3 fatty acids and fiber, and can add body and texture to moonshine. 19. Malted flax. A pseudo-grain that is actually a seed, with a nutty and earthy flavor and a light color. It is gluten-free and high in omega-3 fatty acids and lignans, and can add body and flavor to moonshine. 20. Malted hemp. A pseudo-grain that is actually a seed, with a nutty and grassy flavor and a light color. It is gluten-free and high in protein and essential fatty acids, and can add body and smoothness to moonshine. Enjoy. Cheers.